All right, let's move on to a discussion of interest rates in the real world. So far, we have assumed that there is only one interest rate in the economy and that it will stay stable over time. In fact, while economists often speak in terms of a single interest rate, there is actually a cluster or range of interest rates. This range of rates is based on a variety of factors, including the degree of loan risk, the length or maturity of the loan, the size of the loan, and the taxability of the interest on the loan. Let's start with risk. Suppose you have the choice of lending $1,000 to either General Motors or the Fly-by-Night Corporation. Which company is most likely to pay you back with interest? Well, hopefully you said General Motors. And the point is that if you were to lend your money to Fly-by-Night, you would probably want to charge them a higher interest rate to compensate for the risk of lending to a smaller, much less known company that might not repay the loan. That higher rate for risk is known as the risk premium. By the same token, the longer the term of the loan, the higher usually is the interest rate. This is to compensate the long-term lender for the inconvenience and possible financial sacrifice of foregoing alternative uses of his or her money for a greater length of time. As for loan size, given two loans that are equal in both length and risk, the interest rate usually will be somewhat higher on the smaller of the two loans because the administrative costs of a large and a small loan are about the same. So what about taxability? Well, interest on certain state and municipal bonds is exempt from federal income taxation. Because lenders are interested in their after-tax rate of interest, state and local governments can attract lenders even though they pay lower interest rates. To see this, let's say that you earn over $100,000 a year. This puts you in the top federal marginal tax bracket, which for the purposes of this example, we shall say is 28%. That means that for every additional dollar over $100,000 that you earn, you must pay Uncle Sam 28 cents in taxes. Now here's your choice. You can invest in a $100,000 municipal bond, which pays 6% in tax-free interest. Or you can invest in a taxable corporate bond paying 8% interest. Which bond will you choose? Well, the tax-free bond provides you with $6,000, which is obviously less than the $8,000 you would receive from the corporate bond. However, if you opt for the corporate bond, you are going to owe Uncle Sam $2,240 in taxes, which we calculate by multiplying the $8,000 in pre-tax interest times your marginal tax rate of 28%. Clearly, then, you will prefer the lower interest rate with the tax-free bond, because you wind up, after taxes, with $240 more than you would with the corporate bond.